Nobody knew where he came from. One hot summer afternoon, Jimmy was grilling burgers behind the garage. A dusty old dog wandered out of nowhere, sat down, stared at the grill, stole half a cheeseburger, and never left. He wasn't much to look at, a little scruffy, thin and slow. No collar hanging from his neck, no place that anybody knew. He slept beside the toolboxes and wandered where he pleased. By Friday everybody knew him, by Monday he had his own keys. That's wrench, lying right where you need to be. That's wrench, part of the garage family. He don't fix engines, he don't change tires, but somehow every day he keeps the place running. That's wrench. Tom spent half the morning searching for a wrench he'd misplaced again. Mike looked underneath the pickup, Jimmy checked the shop back then. Then somebody pointed laughing at a dog beside Bay 2. Wrench was sleeping on the toolbox, and the missing wrench was too. That's wrench, always right where you shouldn't be. That's wrench, happy as a dog can be. He don't know schedules, he don't punch clocks, but somehow everybody smiles when a wrench walks through the shop. Funny thing about wrench, nobody ever hired him, nobody ever trained him, and somehow he became employee of the month. Betty keeps a bowl behind her diner, Miller keeps a blanket in the shop. Sammy tied a red bandana around his neck one afternoon. Jimmy says he showed up hungry, Mike says he came looking for shade. Tom says wrench chose Miller's garage, and honestly, that's probably what he did. Some dogs chase rabbits, some dogs chase cars. Wrench chases absolutely nothing unless somebody drops a burger. That's wrench, the dog everybody claims. That's wrench, the answer to half the jokes we make. He came from nowhere, nobody knows when, but somehow life got better the day wrench wandered in. At closing time, Miller locked the garage. Jimmy turned off the lights. Betty closed the diner. And wrench, he was already asleep, exactly where nobody could walk. Somewhere between the garage and the diner, wrench found a home, and so did everybody else. Thursday, 10:42 a.m. Betty's diner was busy. The coffee was hot. The pancakes were perfect. And absolutely nobody expected the great coffee machine fire. It started with a funny smell. Nobody knew where it came from. Betty checked the kitchen twice, then heard a pop behind the counter. A little puff of gray smoke rose right beside the coffee machine. And suddenly Betty yelled louder than anybody had ever seen. The great coffee machine fire, the talk of Tennessee. 3 drops of smoke and everybody acted like emergency. Mike came running, Jimmy too. Tom brought things nobody knew. The great coffee machine fire, the biggest thing that week. Jimmy nearly hit the doorway, trying to get there first. Mike was shouting instructions, Tom was somehow making it worse. Wrench was barking at the coffee pot like he'd found a wanted man. And Betty kept protecting pancakes with a frying pan in hand. The great coffee machine fire, nobody stayed calm at all. One little spark behind the counter and common sense left with the smoke. Mike grabbed cables, Jimmy ran, Tom arrived without a plan. The great coffee machine fire had the whole town on alert. Funny thing about emergencies, the smaller they are, the louder Tom gets. Across the street at Miller's garage, Miller watched the whole parade. Coffee cup still in his right hand, like he'd seen this every day. Then he held up the extinguisher and shouted through the noise, "Guys, the fire extinguisher's right here!" Nobody heard a word. Finally Mike saw Miller waving. Jimmy grabbed the can. Tom nearly sprayed himself instead, but somehow saved the diner. The smoke disappeared, the panic stopped. The coffee machine surrendered, and Wrench immediately stole a donut. The great coffee machine fire ended almost instantly. No heroes and no casualties except the coffee machine. The pancakes made it, the diner too, the donut disappeared. With Wrench, the great coffee machine fire will be told for years to come. Later that afternoon, a customer walked into Betty's diner, looked around and asked, "Is this where the fire was?" Betty looked at the broken coffee machine, looked at Miller, looked at Tom, and said, "Depends how dramatic you want the story to be." By sunset, the fire was out, but the storytelling had only just begun. Friday morning arrived in Nashville. The garage doors opened. The coffee was hot. The tools were ready. And for the first time in a very long time, Miller wasn't. He'd worked through every season, every summer, every storm. The kind of man who never stopped, the kind who carried on. But something felt a little different as the morning rolled along. Suddenly, the strongest man didn't feel quite as strong. Jimmy saw it first that morning. Mike saw it a little too. Abby stopped what she was doing. Even Wrench seemed worried too. And then Miller grabbed his chest and whispered, "Boys, I can't catch my breath." And suddenly the laughter vanished. For a moment everyone held theirs. Slow down, Miller, the garage will still be here. The trucks will keep on rolling, even if you disappear. For a weekend in the sunshine, for a moment of deserved rest. Slow down, Miller, and let the people you love do the rest. The doctor smiled that afternoon, said, "Nothing serious, my friend. Just too many years of carrying things you don't need to carry again." Miller nodded politely, then asked when he could leave. The doctor laughed and shook his head. That answer wasn't up to me. Funny thing about strong people, they spend so much time taking care of everybody else. Sometimes somebody has to remind them they're allowed to rest too. Abby canceled half his schedule. Jimmy locked the toolbox drawer. Mike took charge of Bay 3. Tom wasn't sure what Bay 3 was for. And Betty brought a pie to visit. Wrench stole half of it somehow. And for the first time in forever, Miller wasn't working now. Slow down, Miller, the garage is doing fine. The lights are still burning, the sun still shines. You've built more than a workshop, you've built a family here. So slow down, Miller, and let them carry you this year. That Saturday evening, Miller sat in a lawn chair, watching the sunset, watching the garage, watching his people. And for the first time all week, he wasn't worried, he was smiling. Sometimes the strongest thing a man can do is finally sit down. Finally sit down.